Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy November. It's so crazy that it's already November. This year is just flying by. This month I'm using a kit from HerHaus. It's called Hello Joe, and it is kind of based on coffee, and it's just really pretty. Today, while you guys watch me do this, I am going to try and give you 5 planning tips in 5 minutes. So I might be talking a little fast, but hopefully you get the gist of things, and these tips help you to effectively plan your life. So number 1, the first tip is to use the right tools. So whatever planner you're using, make sure that you get pens that you love to write with, pens that don't bleed through. I like to use a binder clip to hold all the past weeks and months. That way when I flip open my planner, I'm automatically to where what month I'm in. You can use a binder clip or a bookmark or something like that. So yeah, just making sure you find the right tools for what you need. Number 2 is to set it up right. So don't worry about filling up every single space, every single week, every single day, just kind of focus on what you need to be putting in, and then put in extra things if you want to fill up the space eventually. I know a lot of people don't like to have a white space, but I would say use your planner for how you need it, and then be creative with the extra white space that you have. And then also color coding is nice. I used to color code before I started color coding how I write with actually the kits that I'm using. But it's nice to say, to have color code so that when you look at your week or your month, you know exactly what's going on, you know where to look. And so, yeah. Remember to choose what works for you. Not everybody has the same style of planning, so just trial and error, figure out how it works for you, and yeah, figure that out. So, and definitely I would say to utilize your monthly spread. I know some people just like to use the weekly spreads, but I think it's really important to kind of have everything written down in your whole month, so that way you can just look over your whole month and see what's going on, and you don't have to worry about, and then you have it all written down when you do make your weeklies, in case something you've forgotten. Number 3 is to use your empty space to be creative. Like I said earlier, for me, doing these spreads is definitely a creative outlet. So it's nice to use my planner as what it's for, but then also using the empty spaces to add more decorations and be creative. But on the same note, number 4 is don't get too caught up on being too fancy. The reason you have a planner is to organize and plan your life. So that should come first and foremost when you are putting together your planner. Planners are made to plan, so just make sure that you are using it to the fullest extent that you want to be using it for, and then you can get fun with it after it's served its purpose. And then my last one is just to have fun and don't stress too much about every little thing being perfect. Before, or like a while ago, I was kind of getting a little bit bogged down and stressed about not having everything perfect, and I wanted everything to be beautiful and filled in, but now I just kind of just have fun with it and don't stress too much about the little things, because like I said, this is just strictly for planning your life, so it doesn't need to be crazy, over the top, fancy. And then along that same line of not getting stressed is to just plan out a time and set aside time to plan effectively. So if you know that you get stressed while you're planning, set aside that time so you're not rushing to get your planner filled in. And so that way you give yourself enough time to sit down, figure out what you're going to do, figure out how you're going to put it all together. And then I always like to just write things down throughout the week, So anyways, those are my 5 tips. Here's my final spread. I think it turned out super fun. Good fall colors and coffee. It's getting cooler now, so it turned out really good. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope these planning tips helped you out. And I hope to see you guys back next week. Bye.